Okay. Hi, hello. And today's topic would be about speaking about Eros energy. Okay. Egos and alter egos. What the role they'll play, you see, in this topic, right? What adults can say and feel when the ego is on launched, and what happens when we are controlled and affected by alter egos, right? So let me just first uh, define define how I understand ego. First is going to be an ego. So ego is a part of us which develops during us growing up, right? It is a part of us later protecting us from doing a lot of things, stopping, but usually protecting. So when we're growing up, we're learning a lot of things, and you see, there are people, psychologists, who already discovered and analyzed many things. I can just repeat. I repeat Freud, who did psychoanalysis on the child, right? And we very familiar with the oral phase of the child developing, right? Connection and feeling pleasures. And we, of course, very much familiar with the anal phase, right? There is other phases in there. There are fives. I'm not here to discuss that, right? But I'm saying that adulthood develops during those phases, right? The way we like things later when we adults, right? Developing in our childhood, okay? And one of the phases later on becomes a perverted phase, right? So we are, as an adult, we count ourselves in a certain way, normal or not normal or abnormal, right? In a different way, depending on who we grow up with, right? Who was our mentor. Now, when I'm saying who was our mentor, you see, in different locations, in different directions in life, there is people who know better. Okay, if you go to business, there will be business coaches. If you go to any kind of direction, I don't know, to sport, there will be people who know sport and physical development. There will be people who would know food, and what to eat and what is best, right? The same with the relationship. Okay, so adulthood, okay, develops from the childhood. And in the childhood, we have mentors, and our leaders are our parents. Okay, of course, we look at the adults who are in the nursery or a child's home, or in the neighborhood and in the school. But two first and primary mentors and leaders for us in our adulthood and our relationship are our mother and father. Okay, sometimes what happens is that your older siblings become your parents as well, right? So I'm talking now about ego a little bit. I'm erotic content creator, I'm a photographer, and I'm creating erotic photo shoots, right? But I'm discussing why people why people develop this emotions and feelings when they shy, when they embarrassed, when they don't want to experiment with their intimacy and so on. So let me go back to the ego situation, right? When we grow up, we don't care. We like to create. We can be naked and we're creating, right? We do not care about that really much, right? But creative process is essential. It's a basics, right? For every child. And we as an adult, if anyone has children, we know that your child should be in a creative process because that's where he grow up and evolve, right? So everything in education in playful manner that the children will remember very well, okay? So that's the childhood situation. However, when we adults, we think that we already know everything, right? We know better, we know everything. And you see, when we are growing up, we're growing up with teachers. And our teachers, like I said, mentors, are our parents. And to be fair, they sometimes not giving us the best example, okay? And very often adult creates the same situations, the same family habits, okay? Because there is nowhere else to learn from, okay? So when we grow up, very often people will create the same routine and the same family, okay? some people would say, oh, I end up like my mom, or I end up like my father, and so on and so on. That's for one and single reason, because in the reality, we do not discuss relationship. We shy and embarrass speak about intimacy, which is the basic of a relationship, okay? And that's the main thing what we do at erotic photoshoot, okay? I don't discuss, other matters. How is the house, or housekeeping, or how is the children? I don't discuss at the photoshoot any of that. When I create erotic photoshoot with people, adults, okay, with couples, right, we discuss only intimate things, right? And I can see who is behaving and doing what in the relationship and being as a couple. Okay, that's very important, right? So I'm talking now about ego situation. Okay, and people do not realize and do not understand why they need to be creative in their life, in their relationship, in their bedroom. Okay, and also they do not realize what's happening. I don't know, it's showing me to do something here, what's happening with them. Okay, so let me start from the very beginning, and where is in the childhood our ego was developed. Okay, so like I said, if you read Freud, he mentioned very clearly about things what please us as children. Okay, it's an oral phase and it's an anal phase. Okay, and then me, I would want to discuss something else, right? The first thing is that, you see, when we developed ego, it is the same as a protective mechanism, right? So during childhood, we go through the development process and we take everything to our mouth to understand, okay? And that's how we will gain our immune system. We can take rubbish from the floor and put it in our mouth just to understand. And the life and the God protects you not to get all these kind of diseases, right? Although as a childhood, you get a lot of illness anyway, because that's where you develop the immune system, right? When you see when the adults grow up, okay, somehow someone told us that taking rubbish and putting everything into your private parts and just trying things and develop this immune system is not good thing, right? So we say that we have to be virgins, right? Or at least that's what expected for women, okay? Not so much now in this type, because this time is different. Everyone is more connected. There is an internet, but there are still parts of the world where there is expected for women to be virgin and then to be very much accomplished, in the intimate life. You see, experience in the intimate life. How is that possible, right? And so what I'm saying is here, okay, that ego in general, it's protect our emotions, protect our feelings. That's how the childhood develops us. Physically, immune system protecting us, right? And then ego protecting us emotionally, right? What happens when ego protecting us emotionally? You see, every illness later, 90% of disease are caused through stress and through emotional trauma. Okay, it comes from energy field into your body. Okay, and emotional trauma reflects in the way that it triggers your ego to protect you. Okay, and what ego does is protecting you, creating but a lot of cancerous cells to protect you, and protecting. That's why there is a lot of tumors and other things. You see, the reason I know this, because I had myself, I had a cancer and a tumor myself, right? So I know that one of the ways is to go into creative mode and into creative vibration to get rid of this. Okay, if there will be other topic and someone will be interested to know more, I can tell more. But now this topic is about ego and about alter egos, right? And what it does to your intimate life and what it does to your relationship and what it does to your emotional evolution, education. Okay, so we developing ourselves physically, we're developing ourselves in terms of what to eat, right? We're developing ourselves by updating, right? Updating our looks, Okay, but at the end of the day, all the illnesses and all the disappointments come from emotional effect, okay, that we had from the world and from our people. And that calls, emotional feelings being traumatized, right? So we as a children being traumatized, and then later bringing this into our adulthood and being traumatized as adults, you see? So what's happening is that ego is protecting you, right? But when you grow up, mhm, you overlapping with another situation, okay? And now I'm going to discuss about alter egos. That's other demons who would come to play. So alter egos, I would describe them as demons, okay? As demons, energy suckers. Now there is no need to explain that in our body there is bacteria, viruses, there are a lot of worms, there are a lot of creatures living inside us, right? No one will dispute that, okay? That there is a bigger inner world inside us, right? And we are ruling everything here, okay? And we are living with this machine, okay? So as I am saying as a truth that this thing's going on, the same happens in the energetical body, which we do not feel, but it's around us, right? No one's seen, okay? I don't know, not many people talking about. There are people who've seen how our energy field looks like. I've also seen an energy field on the other people, okay? And there is an energy field which is a healthy one, and energy field which is unhealthy one. I was trying to look at one girl who was very suicidal, right? Trying to kill herself. And I looked at her energy field, okay? And it has holes when there are emotional instability and disbalance. The whole cocoon, it looks like a cocoon, but it has holes, okay? So that's how it looks. So talking about alter egos, it's energy beings and energy creatures, and they're different. What they do to us, okay? They, first of all, these are the ones which come to play, okay? So there are good ones, okay, which would like to play, and it's related with creativity and playfulness, okay? And that we can use in our relationship, okay? But there are other ones which are quite negative, okay? And these demons is also an energy suckers, okay, which create I am guilty of many of them myself, and I know them, okay? First of all is the stress sucker, right? When you are constantly in some kind of anxiety or some kind of a stress or under the stress, okay? You have this addiction to stress, okay? So alter ego is responsible for most of all of our addictions. Every addiction is an alter ego reflection, okay? So for me, it's stress, right? I'm addicted to stress, and these situations come from nowhere, so I would just stress out, okay? But there is alcohol addiction, there is drug addiction, there is a shopping addiction, there is bad relationship addiction, there is so many addictions, and their social media is an addiction, right? Another addiction. Alter egos, these are energy suckers, which takes our time, right? And of course, occupy us and our brain. Okay, so we are busy with not our life, okay, but being busy and working towards these demons. You see, these demons are here for a reason, and the reason is to take energy from you, okay? Because we are translating energy, we are transmitters and receivers at the same time. So our heart creates a magnetic field, okay, and our brain creates electronic field, okay? And so we automatically every day we create an energy, right? And instead of spending it to our good, okay, and to ourselves, right, these demons are there to sit on you and stay on you and make you worry or make you do something. And erotic fantasies, this is my field, okay? Now I'm coming closer. It's the biggest field of the alter ego demon side, okay? Because there are a lot of You see, I am in adult business for more than 20 years. Okay. And when I started my career, you see, I started as a medical profession. I have few medical qualifications. And when you go to hospital, you would understand that there is another sector of people in there who are ill. Okay. And these people have a different demon with them. You see, our machine created not to be ill. Okay. And to restore ourselves. Okay. To fix ourselves, our machine, right? But somehow hospitals are full of people, right, who are ill. And most of the illnesses, like I say, comes from stress and come from, you see, emotional traumas, which later reflects in a certain physical disability. Okay. And cancer and tumors are soon will come as the top one. Okay. Because they are everywhere, but they come from our body, and they come from our body trying to protect us. Okay. It's just the reason that we don't know. You see, when ego is protecting you in a childhood, that's the reason why it's created, so you would be safe. Okay. Because we have immune system, we developed that, we are safe now, right, in terms of any kind of, infection coming towards us, right? So emotionally, energetically, ego, right, is protecting you. But because you feel trauma inside, ego doesn't know, is this a danger outside or inside? So effect happens inside your body. Okay. And protected mechanisms are happening inside your body. So tumor, it is a protective mechanism. Okay. How I get rid of the tumor? First, of course, I get rid of the, well, was a really long journey. You see, I can tell this later, someone who interested, but creative process is one of the ways. Okay. Because it absolutely change your vibration in your body, change vibration in your brain. Okay. And yeah, for me, because it was a brain tumor, for me, singing. You see, singing is also gives you a different vibration, especially when, you do like opera singing or something like that. It ventilates your brain, so it's very good. There are many ways how to fix yourself, and I can explain you that. But today I am talking about necessity of people going into creative mode. Okay, and adults love create. Okay, and they can create in a bedroom and compensate that by loving each other. Okay, and by having a great time with the partner. Okay, and here at the studio, I just wanted to mention this, right? That there are a lot of people who would come to create erotic photo shoot, create amazing memories, and they have a lot of negative emotions, being shy, being awkward, being stiff, being anxious, being nervous, like really, like seriously nervous, so nervous that it freaks them out. Okay. And people would call on the phone, and I can see that they are all shaking. And that is just a photo shoot, you see. But the fact that they need to undress, they need to expose themselves, they are not perfect, okay, and so on and so on, it just puts them into abnormal state. Okay. And of course it's related with traumas. Normal people would react properly. You see, when you say the child, take your clothes off and just do something, the child would not react. You see, it's not, it has no that obsession. You see, children create straight away, but adults have a problem. No one mentored us and no one taught us through the adulthood. And you see, I think that the life goes in the stages. And the first stage, of course, is the childhood, when we have help from our parents. Okay, and they bring us up in the communities, right? And they coding us in a special way. And different country has the different coding. Okay, through education, especially, right? And then we become adults. And I believe during that adulthood we would need to have this mentorship as well, so that we will have examples what to follow, because very often examples that we have at home are not the ones that we would like to to be. No, seriously, I'm being honest with you. I mean, I'm very happy for those who had great parents, and I'm not saying anything. We all have great parents, okay? We all have a great parents. They were chosen by us and for a reason. Okay, so that you see, if I would not have parents like I had, I would never pursue this career, and I would never do the things what I do. I would maybe working in a factory, or cutting in the fields, or maybe cleaning hotels, or maybe how to say, being somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying? So we meant to go through the things that we went, and these are the best things what happened to us. But very often these best things leave a lot of traumatic experiences. Okay, and to raise children without traumatic experiences is a huge challenge. Okay, and I can tell you this because I have two boys, and my oldest is 28. Okay, so it's normal them to not like you sometimes, right? Or have some kind of a how to say, situations, right? So, but in general, relationships are created for one reason. Okay, for one reason, to make us stronger. Okay, relationship with your partner, with your wife, with your girlfriend, it has to be a remedy for you. Okay, it has to be a healthy, wealthy experience for you, right? So that together getting stronger and richer. And richer in life, I don't mean by money. Okay, I mean by the quality of the connection. Okay, richness and life richness for me, it's not the dollar or any kind of other, currency. Richness in life, it means understanding and feeling and vibration, and able to communicate in the way. And now I want to go into the richness which I practice in my studio. Okay, so people will come for erotic photo shoot, and sometimes they think that they are going just to do it. Okay, just to do it, like doing things, right? And then you see how they're doing things, and you understand that they're just doing it, you know just doing it. But when we evolve, and this is this sexual evolution, I would say, we want things better. We don't want just do it. We want to do it better. We want to have an amazing, awesome experience. Like, we want to be on the ninth cloud. Like, not just do something, you know that's the thing, you see? So intellectually, right, we can maybe develop ourselves in the school in the certain topic, chemistry or whatever you choose, in general what you go, but intellectual relationship is a totally different thing, how a couple can develop, right? So I've started this topic, which is quite complicated, okay? And it takes a really long time to explain. And I'm trying to give batch there and batch there and batch there. In general, information is this. When we're growing up, we're forming our ego, right? And our ego is not our enemy, right? It's there to protect us, okay? Emotionally to protect us. And of course, we developing our immune system, okay? Which will protect us physically, right? From any kind of direct bacteria illnesses, right? But no one immune system cannot protect you from emotional pain, okay? An emotional attack, okay? And that's why we have this ego cloud, right? But what happens later with this ego cloud? It's overprotecting you, okay? And when people are not resolving their trauma situations, that's why you need a relationship. That's why you need a partner, because partner is the only one who is next to you to bring everything out of you, okay? And that's how you process that information. What happened to you in the childhood, and what happened to you when you grow up in a relationship, you and parents, okay? That's how it is. You will maybe process the situation with your, unresponded love, or a first love, which, maybe your heart was broken. Okay, maybe that partner will take much more than, your childhood problems, right? So that's why we need partnership to process this emotional garbage, okay, emotional load, Okay, otherwise we all die from cancer and tumor. Okay, because our ego will be protecting us and producing a lot of cells to fight it, right? To fight what? To fight what? To fight pain. Pain which is inside you, nowhere else. Nowhere else, right? So it's protecting you. What happens with these alter egos? Alter ego is another situation. There are good guys and bad guys. Okay, good guys want to be creative, want to be playful, want to have risky stuff, want to have an adventure. But that's where the part, of the desire and passion, okay, and connection and new beginning comes from. And every couple needs a new beginning, okay, because what happens with the couple, they go into a cozy, familiar, very soft, very warm state and very nice place, okay, and then this feeling becomes so boring. Okay, no, seriously, let's just be honest, it becomes boring. Okay, and we want all evolve and we want all something new. Okay, and every person in general, okay, it has levels, and you can play that game with the level up situation, right? If we adults know, okay, how to do it. Very often we just decide that as soon as we hit the crisis, then that's it. That's it. Okay, next. Next, there is nothing else anymore, there is someone better. And again, you see, people now split up, okay, not because they want to save it or because they want, to reevaluate how good it was, but because they know that there is a chance to find someone better. They splitting up just because there is an option. If they would not know that there is something better, younger, hotter, sexier or whatever, there would be no so many separations. Okay, that's the thing. Now we know that there is better, and same with sex. Okay, so wanting sex for women and for men, it's wanting something better, a deeper connection, a different level, going somewhere else with your partner, different orgasm, different level of orgasm, multiple orgasm. There is, like I say, richness. Richness is the quality of the relationship. Richness, it's a depth, okay, or it's a height. I don't know, you decide which one pole you want to choose, okay. But being cozy and being safe and being secure, the opposite is going into unknown, okay, and doing risky things with the partner, right? And that's what I offer to my couples, to come to my studio and create erotic photo shoot and risky things, okay, just for a simple reason, to actually educate themselves and practice something different with my supervision. Okay, it's not that they will come and do whatever they want. No, because you see, I can, as a professional, I can feel the vibration. I know what is the great artwork. I know what will be the quality that I'm looking for, and that's where I'm directing them. Okay, and yes, it happened to me when a couple performing so great that I don't want to interrupt and I don't want to interfere. But that's like very few cases. Okay, most of the time they need my help, they need my advice, they need my new ideas, they need me to suggest things, they need me to show them, they need me to push them, they need them to tell me what to do, they need me in everything. And on the top of that, of course, I'm running around changing the lightings, changing the settings, okay, changing the backgrounds, changing everything, right? I am getting bored very quickly in the studio. I don't want to create the same shots. Okay, so what happens when I'm shooting photography, for example? When I'm shooting photography and we're shooting one set, right? One set, we will have around 50 pictures. So I don't want all these 50 pictures will be the same on one set, right? So I'm changing the framing, I'm changing the composition, I'm changing the settings, I'm changing the lighting, I'm changing them. so that they will open, their file, the gallery, and they see this way and this way and this way. It's the same, same outfit, but they're doing constantly different things, right? And the reason why I do not agree, okay, with other studios, but I understand what they're doing is they're saving their own time. Okay, they're shooting a very limited things and it's all preset, and they're shooting the same things, and like you do the portrait photography for your passport. Okay, what is there to create? There is nothing to create. You just shooting the fact that there is a human in there. Okay, so there are situations and there are studios where people just undress, okay, and just do things without feeling it, without depth, without richness, without being on the spot and being forced to create something right here, right now. Okay? No, seriously. That's why they come to my studio. Because very often, I can tell you, they don't know where to start. They don't know how to be sexy, how to look, how to pose, how to move in front of the camera, what they should do on the stage, okay? And if the couple is in a very good connection, I can tell you it is easier for them, okay, to approach each other, to play with each other, to go into the role play scenarios, okay, to go around each other. I say, for example, of course, I do the games and the tests. Okay, I'm testing a lot. So I said, now you go on him, now you do him, okay, or now you do her, okay, and I want to see and I want to capture this, okay. No, seriously. Okay, so everyone has their own goals. And then together they meet at a certain point, okay? Or I'm giving them a task to do something. That's a creative process. I'm putting them into a known situation for themselves, okay? And if I see that they just going straight away in the bedroom because this is familiar for them, okay? And I can see that they're performing in the bedroom, I would put them next to the wall and I say, this is your backdrop now. So we're going to shoot here. Okay. I'll make them feel uncomfortable so that they would figure it out for themselves what will be the best for them in this position and what she would do and how he would do it. And then I would show them how it looks like. Okay. And if they don't know how to do it, I would show her. If I would be the man, okay, I would do this way, and then I would show him. I would do this way, what he would do then. Okay, so I would put them in kind of a situation when there is 100% spontaneous. Okay, it's like freestyle. It's like what? Yeah, that's a creative process. And then the different vibration, then the different how to say ideas come on. Very often we plan the shoot and we discuss the shoot, right? Erotic photo shoot, because people are very nervous going on set and when they don't know what to do. Okay, so we were shooting everything. There is a start point. Okay, then they doing this, and this, and then there is an ending point, right? And then they maybe repeat a couple of times. So I'll tell them, okay? But what is the real creative process? When they discard what we just talked about and just went into the passion mode, right? And then they start creating and doing things that we don't discuss, right? And then I'm not saying like, oh, no, stop it here. We did not, spoke about that. No, I'm just moving my camera straight away to that point because that's the value in there. People are start creating in the studio, in taking initiative by themselves. That's what I'm teaching my couples, okay? To be creative, not only in the bedroom, but in the changing room, okay? While they dressing or while they undressing, okay? Or while they choosing props or while they doing whatever, okay? To be creative then, because that's what it is. It's a pacing, it's a dance between partners. It is a relationship. It's not then when one goes all the way and then the other goes all the way. No. One makes the two steps and then the other makes the two steps. And then what? and then the other makes a step, and then the other makes that's kind of a situation when we are uncertain what will happen. I'm going into photo shoot, and yes, we discuss everything, but most of the time we shoot other things. Okay, and that's the real creative energy. And I can tell you that when I feel this connection with my couples, when I feel this energy, I get lost. I get lost. I go into some kind of a zone when I forget to tell them about the drinks, or maybe they want to go to toilet or something. We are so occupied with the things what we're doing. And very often I go into a very high creative stage where I don't even remember what I shot. And when I see this, I go into the file. It's like I'm seeing this first time. Okay, that's how it's possible. Like I am out of this, I don't know on which dimension I am. Okay, but that is a real creative process, right? And if we are able to go into this mode and feel something special, okay, it is absolutely reflected and coded in the images, right? And that's what we're processing. We're processing the information. And the first information, like I say, it is related to ego, to your ego, which is there to protect you. Okay, and ego is there to protect you. That means that a lot of people are getting into their child's mode and feeling scared and feeling nervous and feeling paranoid that this performance will fail, or they would look not okay, or something is wrong with them, or there are many things, okay, what kicks in when they are creating erotic photography, when they are undressing. That is a child's situation, child's trauma. Okay, that's what we're feeling. Not many people will come without it. Okay, so during the photo shoot is the first stage, overcome that. Okay, this being a child and being nervous and being scared. And sometimes I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is a mature couple, they're like in their 50s and 60s, and they're so nervous and worried, they're gonna die soon, like literally. There is not much, to live. So they have, how to say, that's not a joke. I'm not saying that I would like this to be true, but that's how the life is. So they have such a little life left to enjoy and just be free of this nonsense of being scared, of being shy, of being embarrassed, of being nervous. You understand what I'm saying? We are here to get rid of all this nonsense, you know? So the first stage, when we go through erotic photo shoot, we are breaking through that. Okay, people have this ego situation and they do not like themselves. There is something wrong with them, so many things I heard over the years, I can tell you. So the first is this baby stage, right? Ego, right? When it's protecting and it's protecting so much that women get periods before the shoot and it's not even expected. Okay, it's so much nervousness. It feels sometimes when I speak on the phone and I have to calm down my client who is supposed to arrive to the photo shoot. It's like they will be jumping from the cliff. Okay, that's how much they're shitting themselves, literally. It's like they will arrive and I will throw them, from the highest cliff. That's how scared they are inside. But behind that fear, there is something else. Like I said, child's trauma. It's not about the photo shoot. It's not about taking pictures, okay? But this is so dangerous for them, doing secret things, doing something, what is exposing, what is nudity. They think it's so dangerous, they're gonna die. That's so scary. So that's the first thing, okay? This is our ego situation. And when you seriously do erotic photo shoot and you go into the depth with the person, not just saying, okay, take your clothes off, left, right, a few pictures and go. Okay, that's not going to reveal all these emotions and feelings. Okay, people need time to properly, go into the zone. So the first zone is overcome that. Okay, ego situation. And then the next thing is alter egos. And alter egos are erotic fantasies. These are the good guys. Okay, but there are the bad guys as well. Okay, so the good guys wanna play, okay, wanna be creative. Our erotic fantasies wanna try threesomes, wanna try cookhold fantasy. This is all about development and evolving. And like I said, when we are children, no one is objecting that you take a piece of shit and put in a mouth, right? Your mom would say, oh no, foo, take this, take this. But in the reality, you developing your immune system, okay, putting different kind of things, right, when it comes to trying erotic fantasies and trying and developing yourself as an adult, everyone thinks this is like so sinful, this is so bad, but some people just have the only way. Okay, some people just have one way to understand in their body what they will feel emotionally. They will access this information, and it doesn't mean that they would need it constantly. Okay, constantly they would need it when they have this ego developed into perversy stage. Okay, read the Freud. I told you one of the stages of child's evolution goes into perverty. Yeah, and there are a lot of perverts out there. And in adult business, it's the biggest scale. Okay. That is why for people who are here to waste my time, okay, and there were many over 20 years, I can tell you, they just want to discuss their fantasies. Okay, they just want to take your time. They want to pretend that they are some woman who is trying to book a photo shoot. Okay, most of them, majority are guys for some reason. Okay, they are pretending that they are a couple. Okay, and they are coming forward with all kind of different fantasies. Okay, which are like, oh, I'm with my son and my son is maybe 13 or 15 years old, would you shoot us as a couple, erotic photo shoot, and so on. They're trying to get out of you any kind of stimulation vibration, so that at least you will write them to, to go, right? So these are alter egos which are on a negative vibration. Okay, they are there to stalk you. They're there to take energy from you. And those called catfish in the dating field, right? Dating website full of them. Okay. And I was always thinking why these guys are so scared, to meet this catfish or get the crossed one, because they are energy suckers. Okay, they are there to take something from you. Okay, and that's the only reason why. Right, it's not okay, and it's not fine, right? So alter egos, right, they are in our adulthood, and they are controlling us, unfortunately. Okay, so the bad guys develop addictions. Okay, bad alter egos are there to control you. Okay, you are smoking, you are shopping, you are drinking, you are, being constantly under stress, you are constantly scrolling and just wasting your time. You think it's better for you, but it's not. What is better for you is to go and have a real connection with the human and feel his energy and love. Okay, that is better. Loneliness. Okay, alter egos playing in a dating field a lot, like I say, as a catfish, or even this obsession that there is constantly someone better and people are there just to take and just to play this game, not really to go into any kind of commitment. Okay, so there are a lot of bad guys, but like I say, alter egos, there are a lot of good guys. It's like a good bacteria and a bad bacteria. Okay, so the bad bacteria, it's pathological, and eventually, if it will be crowded, it will cause you a disease. That's what we know, right? In our body, physically, it's already proven, right? But you see, alter egos and egos are playing on an emotional field, right? We cannot evaluate this. When I was studying medicine, which was 1990, 1994, I think I started, there was no even information about energies. Okay, nothing. No one even know. We were studying pathology, different kind of illness, right? why the person survived or why the person died, right? There was a lot of mystery in medicine, a lot of mystery. Now when we bring in this emotional scale and we understand that most diseases are coming from the pain and emotional influence, right, in our body, which later reflects in a certain physical condition, right? That's what is the truth. Okay, so that is why people need to start vibrate in a different frequency, and the only frequency is that it's a creative mode. Okay, everyone can be creator. Your creator created you to be a creator. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Everyone can reach that vibration. Everyone now has phones. Okay, everyone can create and start from anything and be in that pleasant creative mode. Because you see, when you are creating something in your heart, in your soul, right, you are occupied and you are just doing something else. You are not worried, you are not freaking out, you do not feel anxiety. Okay, this is a different energy that your body express and your body produce, right? And when you are creative with your partner, especially, let me finish this very, very interesting topic. Someone asked me very recently, what is the life goal? Okay, the goal, right? And I said this, that adults, you see, they've been programmed to have families and make money, become millionaire or whatever bullshit. Okay, it is important to have comfort. We love comfort. Okay, but that's the chase, and the program is just overrated. Okay, our life goal is to be able to translate the energy to attract the right match for us. Okay, so one is the key and the other is the keyhole. Okay, and they have to meet each other. Okay, when you meet your the one, okay, during intimacy, interaction, and intimacy, you see, like I said, is the richness of intimacy. It's not about just doing things in the genitalia area. Intimacy starts in here. Okay, it's your imagination. Intimacy, right? It's the way you can process things, can reflect things, can feel things, can create things, can initiate things. That's the intimacy. Okay, that's the mystery and the magic, right? It's the intimacy, it's the eros energy. Okay, so people meet each other for intimacy. Okay, yes, they will have a physical intimacy as well, because that's the highest form. Okay, that's when you collide, that's when you bond with each other, right? And during that mating thing, you create a certain energy vibration that is equal to be a star in the universe. Okay, when you go to this nine cloud, you have this orgasms, that this climax, whatever, you're not able to go and experience this by yourself. That's why you need intimacy with your partner. That's where you heal your machine. That's where you get rid of the stress. You know that intimacy and sex is the best stress killer. It's just erase the whole, the whole coding. You will be an empty sheet and you can start your life again. That's why you need intimacy. But then again, we need quality. And the quality comes from Eros energy. And Eros is a rebellion energy, okay? It's unknown energy, okay? It's something what born in a mystery, in a secrecy, in the magic, right? With the other person. So Eros energy, it is in a vibration. And I'm discussing here and I'm teaching my adults to vibrate this energy, to understand that we need this to have a healthy, wealthy life and happy life. We are here to meet our match, okay? And then leave this planet, not to die. Because people who will die, then they will come back, this reincarnation will happen. And then they will relive their karmas. Okay, but when people match with each other and find their, person with who they can create those special vibration and energies, when the time will come to leave, they will know, because they've been in that frequency, they practice that frequency. Okay, and the reason why I'm saying you about this frequency, because there is, you are leaving your body and you are living as an energy ball, I would say, as a star. Okay, and the universe is so big, that you will be just joining that, that absolute heaven. It's not heaven, it's people are created this thing. There is no heaven. Okay, there is no heaven. You're just joining a universe, and it is a totally different life out there. Okay, so that's the thing. I hope I'm gonna finish this right now. I'm gonna say hi to here, and I'm gonna say hi to here. And I would want to drink some water. If I have some water here behind me, that's great. Okay. Okay, let me just switch off that thing. Okay, so hi, hello to my viewers here. Let me just quickly check here. Hi, hello. I've been like really long time not live. Let me just quickly check and say hello on this channel. Hi, hello. Hi, hello, everyone. This is a crazy thing, but you see, I've been waiting for this chakras probably open up, right? I've been quiet for such a long time, and now I'm talking about this. Probably people think this is a nonsense, right? But then when they listen and understand what's happening, they will understand that this is true. We are not here to do this. We are here to actually find and mate with the right people. Okay? Mate with the right people. Right? And I'm not saying that we are in a stage that we have to try new people when you are adult. You see, we have this age when we already have to gather and develop this intimate information. And because it was so suppressed and so withheld, right? And we do not have good examples for intimacy, for softness, for romance, for all kind of things. We have to figure it out and basically lay out the new path to ourselves and to our relationship. That's the situation, what that is. I can tell you, I don't have many good examples to follow myself. So I have to do it. I have to start. Okay. Okay, let me just quickly. Oh my gosh, great. Let me just quickly switch off. So my camera is shaking. Okay. I am saying hi, and if your laugh is great, thank you. I'm saying hi very quickly and just answering the questions. For some reason, when I check a little bit later, I could see more questions when I check my live. But when I am on live, okay, I can see 6 messages, new messages. It's not displaying for me. So maybe I don't know where to go and check it. I can see that it says messages, but when I scroll down, I don't see it. So, okay. Thank you for your comments. Thank you and hello. Thank you and hello. I'm about to finish my video, but I will be coming live and talking about erotic photo shoots, okay, for people who are adults, okay, explaining why they need to create, okay, why they need to be creative, what it is a creative energy. And I'm not saying that I am talking just about intimate creation here, okay, that's what I do in the studio, right? When you meet your partner, your wife, your husband, that's what you create with, okay? There are different kind of creative processes. You can paint, okay, you can do decor, you can do design, but that's a different vibration, okay? You would not do enough design or decor how you can create in the bedroom with your partner. It's a different energy, okay? So I'm talking about the main topic, why we were born, okay? We entered one gate, and it is an intimate way how to enter this planet. There is just one gate how we all came out, Okay, yes or no? There is one way, and there is this way I will use to leave this planet. Okay, and I will inform as many people as possible how to do it, what to do, because that's my job, to be useful. That's probably my job. That's why I should do it, right? To tell how we supposed to, to go about our life. Okay, because people have different goals. They think that they need to earn the million, and then what you're gonna do, or to do something. I mean, if you destined and if you meant to do it, you will do it anyway. Okay, but the main goal is to put ourselves in a certain frequency, in a certain vibration, experience love, and you see, when you are away from these alter egos, which are energy suckers, and when you can recognize them, and when you can get rid of them, I even can tell you how to get rid of those demons. Okay, this is not straightforward situation. Okay, you see, you can't, they will come back and come back into your life, and especially if you are valuable material to them. Okay, they're gonna stay for longer. Okay, depending on how creative you are. Okay, but they are there. People sometimes think, oh, I need to do this and I know how to do it. This is procrastination, or this is something that, no, that is not. This is your alter ego ruling you. Okay, that's what that is. uh, and just, you see, people created language and they find explanation to everything. Okay, explanation to everything. One American scientist, she said that we are the only species in this universe to create it, to measure the time. Okay, and I was so how to say, so much laughing about this information, because I relate. I also believe that we can go back in time, okay, and rewind the time back. If that makes sense, we can stop the time, make it slower. Okay, we can make it faster. We can. Okay. Okay, hi, hello, quickly. Hi, hello, quickly. I love you to visit America. I've been invited to visit it, never made myself available for that. Maybe it's the time. Time will come. Yes. Okay. So thank you so much for now, and I'm gonna go, because there was quite a really long and nice conversation about egos and alter egos, and of course how they affect people when they come to erotic photo shoots, when they come to undress, when they come to make something challenging, risky, sexy, secret, situations, right? And of course when they come to create erotic fantasies, right? That's what happens to them. It's not normal thing for people to perform naked and dress and perform, make love scenes, or touch themselves, be in aroused positions. It's not normal. Okay, so that's what happens. Okay, that's what happens. They go through a lot of feelings and sensations which occur and have a trace in their childhood. Okay, and they go through this, right? They go through this, but this is the only way how you will evolve. Okay, how you be sexually intellectual, right, to understanding and measuring all these things about you. And when I say measuring, this is going to be an analytics. What that means, analytics, when you receive all the pictures in communication and contact with me, and I extract a lot of demons during that moment, you will be able to analyze it and you will be able to identify them. Okay, and of course during the photo shoot, if you heard about phototherapy, right, creating art is a huge therapy. You would know, you would learn things about yourself. Let me just quickly tell the last thing. Okay, the last thing what I want to tell people is, making art, it is not about making beautiful pictures. Okay, this is bullshit. It's great if you're able to do it, and of course there will be pictures who will be so beautiful and so gorgeous, and I don't miss, I have these pictures and stuff. But making real art, it's exposing yourself in a not best ways, okay, and accepting that and seeing that, okay. That's why we are making this photo shoot. This is the therapy, okay. This is the effect. Not lie to yourself, to pretend to be someone else, to look like someone else, to ask to be photoshopped. It's not about that. Erotic photo shoot is not about that. Erotic photo shoot is about you, about your body, and about your mental state, and about your energies, okay. And the most important energy what people create is eros energy, erotic energy. And to create erotic energy, every person goes through these stages. They meeting their egos first, okay, and then they playing with their alter egos, okay, identifying them, okay. That's the process. That's people. Everyone goes through this, through these stages in the photo shoot, okay. While they're undressing, while they dressing, while they being sexy, while they touching themselves, while they playing with themselves, while they doing stuff with their partner, intimate, the most sacred stuff, okay, the most passionate, desirable stuff, okay. They go through a lot of stages in my studio, and that's what's happening, okay. Thank you so much for now. And I would end this.